Hey, and welcome back to Ambition Strikes. It's hard for me to believe that just about 2 years ago, Courtney and I were setting foot on this property for the first time, and there was nothing here. We bought it, we cleared the land, we built this shop, we got our infrastructure set up, and then just 6 months ago, we finally got the concrete poured in the downstairs of the shop, we got the walls finished up, we got the wiring done, and we're getting really close to having a fully functional workshop, and I'm really excited for some awesome projects this summer. Starting today. Today, we're gonna hugely level up the interior of the shop and make things a lot more comfortable. Today we're going to be installing the Mr. Cool 36,000 BTU DIY mini split air conditioner and heat pump heater right here in the workshop. Which means that by the end of the day, we should have both heat and air conditioning that's completely off-grid and solar powered. So let's get to it. So this is the back wall of the shop, and the plan is to put the air handler unit right up here on the wall and then run the line set through the wall, outside, and down to the outside unit that'll be in the back corner over there. Cool.
Okay, do you want to follow the installation and owner's manual, or do you want to follow the quick start setup guide?
I prefer neither, but if we're gonna choose one, let's go with the quick.
It's only four pages long.
Okay, I think I can handle that.
And then we're gonna have air conditioning.
Step one.
Step 1. Step 2, install it.
Mr. Cool.
I'm gonna start calling you that.
Since this is a pole barn, there aren't actually any studs to attach this bracket to, so I added these 2x4s up here to our mezzanine, and that's gonna give us a nice secure place to mount the inside unit. And with the layout of the inside unit determined, it's time to drill the hole. But there's a gap in the insulation right here, so I'm not even gonna have to it's right between two pieces.
Look at that.
To fish it through.
You planned it.
I planned that.
Because you're Mr. Cool.
This is gonna let me drill all the way through the wall and poke onto the outside with a little tiny hole and then follow it the other direction. Now let's head outside and finish the hole.
Look at you. That's pretty cool.
Very cool. All right.
We actually have a confession to make. This is not our first time installing a Mr. Cool air conditioner. Over the summer, when I first got pregnant, I had really bad morning sickness and we had a heat wave and I was just miserable. And so Riley actually installed this one day for me. This is a smaller unit that's just powering our apartment. This unit was not a DIY version, so it actually did take Riley a couple days to install it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how quickly we can get this DIY one installed.
We're looking for a little tiny hole.
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh. Cool. Hey! And it's not on a rib. Look at that. That's why they call me Mr. Cool.
There we go.
Look at that. Right fit.
So you're gonna lift it up into place and I'm gonna fish the lines through?
Yep. I just have to have your
Going through.
two lines.
This is not quite going as planned. I think that if there was a not pregnant me or two Rileys, then one person could just hold it and the other could fish it in, but I'm having a hard time balancing on a ladder. So I think we made a new plan where Riley's just gonna do everything. Here we go. It's like a seatbelt.
Okay. Now let's see if we can wrangle those lines into place.
barely talking from the outside now to get the lines pulled through. It is very frustrating being this pregnant, not being able to do the things I used to be able to do and not have as much energy and not be as strong, but I also know that it won't last forever.
All right, got the 2 lines started, and now I just need to get them. There we go. Two lines are through, the power cord's through. All we have left is the condensate line, and the inside unit will be done.
Boom.
Inside done.
I've been replaced by ratchet straps.
No, you'll never be replaced.
Look at that.
So Courtney and I are completely off grid here on this property. We don't have an electrical connection to a power company. We make all our own power right here on site using our 10,000 watts of solar panels. We have 60,000 watt hours of battery capacity and 20,000 watts of inverter capacity. If you'd like to learn more about that system, we'll put some links to those videos in the description below. But that means that this mini split air conditioner and heat pump heater is completely off grid and solar powered. Mr. Cool has sizes and configurations available for all sorts of spaces. This unit here is rated for up to 1,500 square feet, which should make it about perfect for heating and cooling our 1,200 square foot shop. If you'd like to learn more about Mr. Cool products, head to the link in the description down below. This unit is both the compressor and the condenser, and it's meant to be installed outside. There are a few ways you can mount this. You can either put it on a concrete slab on the ground, or they make wall brackets for it. Because we live in a climate where it snows, we're gonna mount it up on the wall so it's above the level of the snow. But I didn't order brackets in time for this installation, so we're gonna have to make some ourselves.
You just wanted to use the welder.
Every project needs the welder. And then we'll put like a little angled brace going down like this. We're gonna need 2 of these, so there'll be another one.
I think you should make the angled brace a spider web.
That would look pretty awesome. Are we gonna do that?
No.
Here's a unique one for metal projects on this channel. Paint. Seems like lately all of the steel projects we've been doing have been sort of architectural things on the outside of the building, and we don't want to paint them because we like the patina look. But in this case, on an air conditioner install, I think rust would look bad. So we're gonna give this thing a layer of paint. There are actually lots of high quality wall mount brackets that we could get for this air conditioner to mount it to the wall, but I neglected to order one in time, and we wanted to get this project done. So sometimes there's just something to be said for making our own parts and making progress on the project. All in, I think that took me about 30 minutes, so really not too bad. Well, I know that we said we were gonna try to get this install done in a day, but we're gonna let this paint dry. We've got an appointment in town, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
That was aggressive.
Aggressive.
Didn't mean to do that.
Unfortunately, this is going to kind of block the door access to the dog run, so I think we're going to just flip the dog run panel around so that the door is over here and then it won't be in the way anymore. But I really like the idea of having these units on the back of the building because they're protected, they're going to get a lot less dusty, and then also we don't have any snow shed over here. That is a beefy bracket.
He's ended up a little extreme. And hopefully these holes are the right distance apart. 26 and a half, perfect.
We are going to work smarter, not harder, to put this outside unit up because it is heavy. That one, Riley just carried up a ladder, but that's like baby bear, mama bear, and this is like papa bear.
This one weighs 140 pounds, and if Courtney wasn't pregnant, I think we could carry it into place.
Oh, well, should we just try to carry it into place?
Do you think you can lift 70 pounds right now?
No.
No. And I don't want to lift more than 70 pounds this high.
I can't lift 70 pounds right now. And hopefully I don't punch another hole in the building. Okay. Oh, it's really nice in here. I could totally take a nap right now. Having this skid steer with the forks has been such a game changer. Being able to use this thing to move heavy stuff around, especially being this pregnant, like I don't know what we would have done without it. I mean, this is how Riley unloaded all the Mr. Cool stuff from the bed of his truck. Before it would have been the excavator, or before that it was me. So I don't know that I can ever go back to not owning something with forks because it's really nice. Okay, here we go. My number one goal is don't drop it on Riley. My number two goal is don't drop it. And my number three goal is to get it in place.
I wish we had a machine to do this. Come straight forward a little further. Okay, now turn a little bit. Tilt down. Come forwards. Okay, wait there. Like just barely. Does a pregnant lady fit through that hole? All right, well that's as close as we're gonna get that thing to those mounting brackets. So hopefully now that it's close, we can shimmy it over and get it on. Okay, now I can set it down on that bracket.
Just a little bit precarious. And if we didn't live somewhere that got so much snow, I think we definitely would have done a ground mount install, and then this would have been really easy, but we just don't want to have to worry about coming out here and clearing the snow out. And having that other one mounted up high was really nice this winter. So a little more work right now, a little more stress right now, but I think that it's going to be really worth it.
All right, we're gonna try to get one bolt in so that it can't fall as we pivot it around. Cool.
Are you good?
Yep.
Are you good?
Yep. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
And we're in. Cool. It's on. That was easy.
That was still stressful, but
Yeah, but we didn't even have to lift anything.
it's like Papa Bear and Mama Bear. Did you know I turned the camera on because I knew you were going to do that?
I always have to give everything the like secureness test.
The Riley break it wiggle test.
If it doesn't break when I test it, then it's probably good. So I've installed a few mini splits, and normally I'd be dreading this next step because it involves evacuating the system and using all the professional tools. But this is the DIY version and we don't have to do any of that. So I think it's going to be really simple. Next step is to hook the evaporator up to the condenser. And so those are the lines that we stuck through the wall. We're going to hook up this line set to those lines and then over here to the condenser. On top, the small one underneath. And I'm just going to start by connecting the big one. So here's how these work. This part on this fitting is going to push in on this little valve right here. Once they've been connected, that O-ring will make a seal. Super cool.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. It released to something, but I don't think outside. I think it's just releasing the...
I heard it going like through the line.
There it goes.
I heard it.
And now we do the same thing on this side. All right, now the line set's connected. The final step is to let the refrigerant equalize in pressure. So these two caps, there's valves inside there that are holding the refrigerant inside the condenser. When I open those valves, it's going to let the whole system equalize. We open this fully and we're probably going to hear refrigerant escape. Oh, yep. There it goes. Ooh, this one got cold.
Now we check for leaks.
Now we check for leaks. Starting. Looks good to me. All good there. I think we're good. All right, I've got this unit wired into this 40 amp AC disconnect and it's time to power it on for the first time. Okay, here we go.
Does this mean it's time to see if it works?
Fire it up.
I think we should probably peel these off. This might be an air conditioner, but it's also a heater, and given the temperature, I think we're gonna try the heater mode first. So here we go. Does it heat the shop? Power, mode, heat. 75 degrees. Oh, did you hear that?
Yep.
The unit outside kicked on. Oh my goodness. You guys, we're blowing hot air in the shop.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's really warm.
That still seems too easy.
So the way that this heater works is it's a heat pump and it basically runs like an air conditioner in reverse so that the hot side is inside and the cold side is outside. So it's absorbing heat from the external air and it works at temperatures well below freezing.
I think it's nuts how quiet the outdoor unit is. Like, we're running full blast heat and fan in the shop right now, and I can barely hear this thing. I can't hear it inside at all, and even when I come back here, I can barely hear it. We've got some cleanup to do. There's a cover channel that we're gonna put over the line set, and we've got to wrap a few fittings, so we're gonna get that all cleaned up. Stay tuned.
Unlike traditional air conditioners or heat pump heaters, this unit actually has a variable speed compressor, which means that it stays on all the time and it ramps up and down depending on the temperature demands, which helps to make it super efficient. It also means that the load on our inverters in this off-grid application are a lot lower than if the compressor were kicking on and off and on and off. So we've currently reached the set temperature and this unit is putting out heat, but it's sort of working at an idle state. And in this state, it uses about 2000 watts. I'm monitoring the output of our inverters through the app on our off-grid system. We've been using this thing in heat mode for most of the day to heat the shop, but I'm mostly excited to get to work in an air-conditioned space this summer, so I want to test out air conditioning. All right, mode. 62.
Okay, here it goes. Oh, it's getting colder. And, oh yeah, now it's cold. Like, now it's really cold.
We have never had an air-conditioned shop in our entire lives. Do you remember when we used to hose each other off at the Atascadero shop? And
Yes.
then we'd just put a fan in front of whatever we were working on?
Yep, we would literally spray each other down with water and then sit in front of the fan to keep cool. Things have changed a lot since then.
I am so looking forward to having an air-conditioned shop this summer. It's going to make all of our projects a little more fun. So with that, a huge thanks to Mr. Cool for sponsoring this video.
And we'll see you next time.